Hey guys, it's Alex coming at you again with another video. This one is sort of a part two to the last video that I did, where I showed you guys my new, what I'm calling my new collection, because I explained everything in the last video. I had to sell most of my collection. There's a few things I kept to one side, the things I wanted to keep. And in this video I'm going to show you more stuff that I found. They're just record carry cases, only the small ones, of stuff I want to keep. There's a few albums, and this is where all the 12-inch singles are that I kept, which I'll show you those as well. So without further ado, let's get into these. These are in no particular order, unlike in the last video where everything was in alphabetical order. Everything in here is going to be just in a random order. If you want to know, if you missed the last video, you can go back on my channel and find it. I'll leave a link in the description, but if you don't want to watch both videos, there is a link in the description of this video to my Discogs, and you can go on there and my entire collection will be on there, with the condition, with everything. The conditions are on there. I think I put notes on there as well. It's just my 12 inches. I haven't marked up the covers because I don't really care too much for covers. You guys know me. That, and I was trying to do it quickly. So anyway, let's not ramble on too much because we have still a few more to get through. But yeah, let's get into this. So kicking things off, Dangerous by Michael Jackson. I kept this one because it is the most expensive Michael Jackson album. The other three that I had, Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, I think you can still find them relatively easily, and this one I know can be quite expensive, so I kept it for that. It isn't my favourite Michael Jackson album by any stretch. It is my least favourite of his first four solo albums, but I kept it because it is definitely the hardest to find, at least in good condition and at a fair price. So that's why I kept that one. Level 42, Running in the Family. Not expensive albums, not hard to find, and you can always find them in good condition. I just kept them because it was one of my favourite 80s bands, and I'm off to see them in November, so that'll be good. I also kept World Machine by them as well. So yeah, there's that. The Four Owls, Natural Order. This is UK hip hop at its finest. I mean, like boom bap style hip hop. This is the edition that comes on red and blue vinyl. So one disc is blue, one disc is red. Things like that. And then I also have the other Four Owls album that I own. This is Nature's Greatest Mystery, which is the reissue on yellow and black splattered vinyl. Both albums are really good. I still need to get their third album on wax, but that won't be for a while yet. Vanessa Carlton, Be Not Nobody. I mainly have this. This is an example of what I didn't want to do. I bought originally when I bought this album, I bought it for the song 1,000 Miles, but ended up loving the whole album from start to finish. That's not what I want to do with this new collection. I want to just be able to go through it, pick out anything, and just chuck it on. Rufus and Chaka Khan, Master Jam. I'm glad I kept this one. Again, not particularly expensive, but you just don't really see this one, particularly in my area. So I'm glad I kept that one. The Dark Knight soundtrack. This is an original pressing from 2008. Glad to have this one. It's one of my favourite films, and I'm a big fan of Hans Zimmer. As you can probably tell from this and the last video, I kept a handful of his soundtracks that I had. So he's definitely my favourite film score composer. So anything by him, I've probably kept it that I had. Alt J and Awesome Wave. This is the original white vinyl edition, first pressing. Kept that because, again, seen them live and it is my favourite one by them. I did get rid of, I think it was The Dream they called it, the most recent one that I owned on vinyl, but I'll get that back. It was a good album, one of my favourites of 2022, but I just, like I said, I really had to be strict with myself when clearing stuff out, and that one just, I didn't like it as much as An Awesome Wave. So there it is. Gorillaz here, this is Song Machine Volume 1, still waiting on Volume 2, but this is the yellow vinyl edition. It's the only Gorillaz album I kept. Again, the new one, I do quite like it, but I had to be strict, so that one went. But I would love to own a copy of Plastic Beach on vinyl as well, and I'll get the new one back. Again, stuff like the newer stuff, I can get back again. It's not like I can't get stuff. Anything that I know I can't get again, I did keep. Like, I think that Vanessa Carlton album, that's, I can get it again, but it only came out in America, so it's going to be expensive to get it over here. Jose James, this is No Beginning, No End 2. It's the only album by him that I own or owned, so kept it. I really like this one. Yeah, there it is. On to box number 2, and I'm going to do the albums first because that seems to be the most important. And this is where all the rest of my Stevie Wonder stuff is from the last time. I kept Uptight, nice copy, reissue copy of Uptight, Everything's Alright. But this is where all my Stevie Wonder stuff is, compilations and albums and stuff like that. So this is Wonderland, 93 to 74. This is an Australian compilation. Things like this, obviously, I'll never ever see them again, so grab that. Songs in the Key of Life, because it's my favourite album of all time. Stevie Wonder Greatest Hits. This is a Bulgarian pressing, but it covers the later stuff of his career, so mainly covers In Square Circle. It covers the Lady in Red soundtrack, but it has got Boogie on Reggae Woman on this one as well, which is obviously from Innovisions. So no, it's not. It's from Fulfilling Mrs. First Finale. Excuse me, but yeah, great little soundtrack. Kept it for that reason. So there it is. Stevie Wonder's Sunshine of My Life. This is a Russian compilation, unofficial release, but again, this one, never ever see these. So there it is. Original Music Aquarium, because although it's one I will find again, it makes up for the albums I did get rid of. Like Music of the Mind, I had a really nice mint copy of that. I had a nice mint copy of Fulfilling This, Hotter Than July, things like that. So the ones that I got rid of, it covers those. It's also got 4 original songs on here as well. Mobile Fidelity copy of Talking Book, because I would have been stupid to get rid of this. Innovisions I kept. This is what's called the Superior pressing. I don't know what that means, but it sounds really good. And it's also on my favourite variant of the Motown label, which is the yellow and brown label. So there's that. Sting, 10 Summer's Tale. And this is an original pressing I found for £2.50, believe it or not. So yeah, kept that. Really like that album. And the Police stuff, I got rid of all my Police stuff, but again, I'll find it, it's all cheap. John White, Night People, one of the few R&B albums that I kept. This one, I feel like I had to just had to keep hold of it. It's not expensive, it's not rare, it's just in pretty good shape, and you don't see this album in good shape very often. And then David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. This one's a weird one because Discogs tells me it's the first pressing, but I want to know what you guys' opinion is. The run out ends in 1E. I don't know if that means it's the first press. The vinyl is, despite having a slight warp on track 1 in the vinyl, like it dips in the grooves, I'd say it's a VG plus without that on the vinyl, so it's really hard to tell if it is a first press or not, but the run out ends in 1E, so I mean it could very well be. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, because you guys will probably have a better opinion on it than I do. Just going to point that out though. So anyway, on to the 12-inch singles now, which uses up the rest of this box. So we have, here we are, World Premiere, Share the Night. Jeffrey Osborne, I really don't see no light. Most of these are all VG pluses, with the exception of a couple. Get Down Saturday Night, Oliver Cheatham. I'm only going over the A sides unless I have it for a B side. Richard John Smith, Baby's Got Another. I only kept my absolute favourite songs on 12. Most of them I can probably get again. Gary Taylor, Compassion. SOS Band, High Hopes. For some reason this one seems to be going for a lot of money at the moment. Maybe people are rediscovering that song, I don't know, but whatever. Switch, Keeping Secrets. Surface, Falling in Love. Gap Band, Outstanding. D-Train, You're the One for Me. ABC, Poison Arrow, because that is off my favourite 80s album of all time, so that's why I kept that one. Jade, Don't Walk Away. Outcast, Rosa Parks, Record Store Day edition of this one. Very good, very good. This is Steve Monite's Only You, which I only own for the A side. Very good. The 45 King, Beats of the Month for January. So we're getting to the Beats stuff I kept. I had to get rid of most of them, but the really, really rare ones I kept for myself. So that's obviously the DJ Premier, Unreleased Instrumentals Volume 5, which is a bootleg, but I don't care. I got it. It's fine. Pete Rock, Return of the SP1200. This one came out on Record Store Day. Very good. I think there's a blue vinyl edition of this now, but this is just the black one. Active Force, Give Me Your Love. Again, some of these I can't get needle drops of because I haven't got my player set up, nor do I have time in the video to do that. But any of these that you're interested in looking up, I'm sure there's plenty of clips on YouTube and stuff. Amiri, Talking to Me. This isn't the version I wanted on 12-inch, but it has got a really nice remix called the Trackmasters Remix. Features Foxy Brown on guest vocals there. South Soul, the Reflection revision, so some really good remixes of stuff on the South Soul record label here, which I have it for Sky Let's Celebrate and Raphael Cameron's Boogie's Gonna Get Ya, which are the remixes on that one. Larry Wu, Let Me Show You. This is a reissue, but again, the originals of that are really expensive. Sky, Here's to You. Some of these reissues are just of tracks that are really expensive to get on 12-inch. Halo, Let Me Do It. This is the extended re-edit mix of that one, and it's numbered. This is number 271 of 1,000, if that helps anybody. Not that it's probably going to be worth anything in a few years' time, but I kept that one anyway. Eminem, Without Me. This is one I found in America on my digging trip with Tim in 2019, and this has the a cappella for that track, which my other Eminem singles didn't. This is Redman's Whatever Man. You'll see a few hip-hop singles as well. This is the Notorious B.I.G., Big Papa, but this is the wrong sleeve for the single. So the single is the Big Papa remix, but this is the single for the original. version of Big Papa, which the sleeve doesn't match the vinyl. But either way, the sleeve's in oval shape, and as is the vinyl, I just kept it in hopes of one day I can get an upgrade copy. But I'm a really big Biggie fan, and I wanted to keep something Biggie in the collection, so I kept the banged up 12-inch single that I had. Usher, Caught Up. That album has been reissued, but I don't think it was Vinyl Please, so I don't know if they're still affordable, shall we say. The Incredible Bongo Band, Apache. Any hip hop fan will know the drum break on this one. This is an unofficial release. It's got the Whole Darn Family's 7 Minutes of Funk on the B side. I have this one for both A and B because there's some great breaks in both of them. This, as you can probably tell from this, is the Michael Jackson and Q-Tip mashup of Breathe and Stop. This is in awful shape though, so I'm going to keep it so I can get an upgrade. It's extremely rare, so that's why I kept it. Mark Morrison's Return of the Mac. Michael Wyckoff, Looking Up to You. Dilated Peoples, Worst Comes to Worst. A Tribe Called Quest, Check the Rhyme and Award Tour. Again, another one I bought in America. I think there was a fault on the vinyl, like it either skips on one of the tracks or it loops or something like that, but I don't care. It's a 12-inch of Tribe Called Quest, what can I say? So What You're Saying by EPMD, one of my favourite tracks by them, the only thing by them that I kept. The albums I can get back, I'm not in any rush to get those back. Hard Knock Life, Jay-Z. Dr. Dre and Eminem, Forgot About Dre. This is a bootleg of this single, but it is single-sided and has both the clean and dirty version on it. X by Exhibit. Sound of the Police by KRS-One. Great track. Afu Ra, Crossfire. Back with Lyrical Monster, which is produced by DJ Premier. I think I got it for that track originally, but ended up liking both. Jigmasters, Last Will and Testimony. If you are a hip hop fan and you don't know this track, check it out. You'll probably notice a sample, because this is the track that introduced me to Miles Davis's album Sketches of Spain, because it samples the first track on there, on that album. Very good. Little 12-inch there. KRS-One, Rap Scholar. This features Redman, but has the acapella on it, so I kept it for that. Jerry the Damager, Come Clean. Another favourite hip-hop track of mine. Wu-Tang Clan, this is Cream, backed with the Mystery of Chess Boxing. Not in great shape, but it's still playable, so I kept it. The Beat Nuts, No Escaping This. This is Q-Tip's Breathe and Stop. This is a promo. Also has the acapella of the B-side. Obi Trice Rap Name. This one, again, it's a promo and has the acapella. Do like an acapella. Mos Def, this is Miss Fat Booty, backed with Mathematics. I would love to have a copy of this album, black on both sides. But this has acapella for Miss Fat Booty and an acapella for Mathematics, so I can't complain about that. This is Common, 1999, featuring Shaddad X. And the last 12-inch single, and the last thing I'm going to show you for this video, 21 Question. No, Many Men, excuse me, by 50 Cent. Alright, so that is it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in back to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, which will be linked down below. Follow me on Discogs. And yeah, I'll see you guys all again very soon. Bye.